Hello, Weebs and Normies. Welcome to the Anime Club. I'm Graham.
And I'm George.
George, here we are at the end of Apothecary
boy.
Diaries, Season 2. Oh my gosh, it's the finale. We did have a lot of, conclusions and climaxes to most of what was happening in the story. There are some hopefully potential, oh my gosh, strings that are still needing to be finished, finale.
Tied off. We'll just say that.
Tied off. There we go. Very good.
That's way better. Yes.
So, I mean, I'll do something a little unorthodox here. I'll do a slight comment shout out to everyone because we haven't watched it. I feel like depending on what happens in the episode, it would be weird to give this shout out at the end. But everyone who shared in my copium that Lowland or Shisui, however you want to swing it, is still alive. Thank you. We're all sharing in this together. Let's freaking find out if she really is still alive. Oh my gosh, I really hope she is.
Yep, we'll see.
Surely, why would they have such a cliffhanger at the end if she wasn't? Right? Surely.
Yeah, the question, speaking of cliffhangers, though, I don't know if it's true. I hope, like I said, best case scenario is at least, or not best case scenario, sorry. The least I want is Sure goes off and lives a life of obscurity and peace, doing whatever the frick she wants. Best case scenario, her and Shisui, Lowland, however you want to call them, go and do their thing. They deserve it. The dad... Yes. He kind of deserved it too a little bit. He's gone now, long gone. Yeah. But yes, he was the mastermind behind a lot of this. But I don't know, man. Sometimes being merciful is worth it. So maybe the emperor could have been merciful. I totally understand that. For what he did, you really couldn't have. There's no way. But a man can dream. So yeah, we'll see. I'm excited. It's fair warning, guys. It's the 4th of July, but the show must go on. So we're recording. All my neighbors are still setting off fireworks. So if you hear a bunch of weird random pops, I hope the audio filters and everything that we have stop them, but not. They're literally happening right outside my window.
Oh, geez.
So yeah,
they're celebrating the end of Apothecary Diaries. That's what they're doing.
That's right, dude. That's 100%. Right. It's not celebrating the 4th of July. Right. It's the end of Apothecary Diaries.
That's right.
There you go.
Absolutely. And specifically that we're watching it. I mean, it ended almost 24 hours ago, but that doesn't matter. Okay. What matters is that the Anime Club is watching it now, and that's what everyone is celebrating. That's right.
We are literally the Anime Club. So
the Anime Club. There is literally no other The Anime Club except for that other one that's just the same name, but it's not as big and it doesn't come up as we're in the search result. Anyways,
they're the Anime Club. We're the Anime Club. Ooh, that's the difference.
What can I say? All right. Well, George, do you have any final predictions? Any wild predictions? I have
predictions.
I've got a wild prediction while you think about that.
Okay.
This is absolutely not going to happen, but it's just something that I thought of. I think here's my wild prediction. Here's a wild prediction. Yeah, I don't want to say this is what I think because it's obviously not going to happen. So, Jinshi and Maomao, for some reason, they have to escape into the mountains and run away, and now the anime is an adventure anime where it's the adventures of Jinshi and Maomao going off to a foreign land for some reason because they have been framed or something, and now I don't know, they have to leave. They've been exiled or something, and they have to escape. Yes,
they've been exiled,
something like that, and now they have to go off on an adventure, and it's not a rom-com, but a adventure anime.
Okay.
Yep.
And this falls under prediction or falls under wishful thinking?
Yes.
Okay. Predictions from my end. Oh man, I don't even know, dude. I have absolutely no idea.
Really?
Maomao somehow connects that dots and realizes that Jinshi is actually the Emperor's son. Like, that
Come on.
feels like
Even
season
my
4.
prediction was more realistic than that.
Bro, yours wasn't a prediction, dude. Yours, oh my gosh, more realistic. I see what you're saying. Sure, okay. I don't think my prediction is going to happen at all. The only thing I hope, please, Apothecary Diaries, be nice to us. Don't end on a cliffhanger, okay? I don't want some like last minute, like everything was hunky dory. Last like 45 seconds, it just shows us some insane scene.
Oh my gosh!
Freaking
if
cliffhanger
like,
for season 3.
If we hit the end, that's like clearly the end. It like fades to black. And then it starts going into another scene. I'm just gonna pause it and I go like, "All right, very good. End of the episode. That's very great." I don't need none of that.
I don't think it will. I can't remember if season 1 ended in like a cliffhanger. I want to say it didn't.
End of season cliffhangers are the dumbest freaking thing I've ever heard of. Just like genuinely, it's like, bro, it could be forever till we get another season. Don't even do this. It's just awful.
I saw in our Discord somebody said that season 3's already been announced.
Oh, frick.
So,
right.
You know,
I mean, I don't care.
Won't be too
Don't
long.
do it. Nope. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If it's coming out next week, fine. If it's not, then you better stop that. You better stop that, Apothecary Diaries, right the frick now. Unacceptable.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't think it will. I think it's going to be nice. But it's always a thing that's like a fear that's perpetually in the back of my mind. Because I've seen so many shows already, not even just anime, just like shows, where it's like, really? Season whatever, like we didn't even know when we're going to get it. And some shows don't get renewed for an additional season. Yeah. And so it just ends. And it's just like, bruh. Okay, don't even give us closure then, show. Thank you.
Yeah, 100%. You know what? My wildest prediction will be that Graham and George will have a full understanding of what's happening with Jinshi and his lineage and the Emperor and the kingdom, and we'll just have a perfect understanding of who they are, their relationships, what they know, and most importantly, what the frick their names are.
This isn't the anime club. This is the anime club, okay? That doesn't happen in the anime club.
Our one weakness, information and reading comprehension. No. All right, George. Okay. We get this finale going.
Let's do it, baby. I'm ready. I'm
very
ready.
Excited. All right, let's do it.
Perfect.
Actually, you know what? It starts right into the thing there. Okay, now we can do it. We could have had this nice backdrop this whole time.
Not been like flashbanged the whole thing. Yeah. All right.
Seriously.
Let's do it. Oh. Okay, they're being taken prisoner. The beginning is what they call it. Episode 48.
It's the beginning of their exile where they run away together. Smoocher. Smoocher. No.
Bro.
That's more than a scratch. Oh, are we gonna smooch?
Scratch.
Oh my gosh, are we gonna smooch? I'm gonna lose it. Oh my gosh, I hate this show so freaking much.
Friggin' Graham.
I hate it.
Oh my gosh, she's that exhausted. You tell him, Maomao.
Exactly. I thought he went for her hand, but he went for the bandage. Oh my gosh.
Oh. Oh, she's gonna tie it properly. Okay.
Yeah, you can never be too sure. Yeah, I mean,
think she liked it.
I think so too, but you can never totally tell, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like she could be herself as Shisui. Not the doll
I agree.
Nolan, like she said.
Yeah.
Oh.
Interesting framing with that fucking first, like, statement.
Bro. You have a bed, I'm sure.
Yeah, right. Oh!
Oh, he wants to be with her.
Oh, let's go!
Oh, snap.
Smooch round 2.
I saw some comments about the kids. I don't know if you did. I'll keep them to myself in case you didn't.
I did. I don't know if I dare to believe it though. It's hard to tell like where people's freaking speculation begins and ends and where their like actual knowledge. So I'm just like,
yeah.
I don't want to believe it. It seems almost far-fetched, but it's possible, I guess. Oh.
Dang. Okay.
Smooch round 3?
Bro, Graham.
Oh!
She likes the scar, dude.
Oh, frick. What?
Yeah, what?
Oh my goodness.
No way. There's no way they kiss. What?
Oh my goodness. What?
Uh-oh. No way. There's no way.
Oh my freaking gosh.
What's the kids?
Kids are alive. Right?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It's one of them. It's one of them. Come on, Jinshi, help.
Is it?
She's alive.
Oh, she. It's got to be all of them then. Yeah, the resurrection medicine. But isn't there like problems with it? Not everybody's gonna.
Yeah.
Return maybe?
Better than nothing, I guess. Yeah, they're probably freaking so cold. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Let's go, bro.
Yeah.
Hurry up. I love how they just
where the
go.
Soldiers are.
They don't even ask questions. They're just
them.
like, yes, sir. They're waking up. They're all
rest of them.
alive. No way. Suire. Oh, that's true, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's going to know the best thing to help.
Dude. Oh. In the beginning, when we saw all the soldiers, I thought they were about to get beheaded.
Right.
But they're not there anymore. I wonder if they did all get beheaded or if they... I didn't see any blood. So we'll see what happens to them. I don't know. Oh, these are like sleeping bags.
How do they have... I guess frickin' fire, duh. Can we continue another time? Yeah, sure.
What?
Uh-oh. She's a little... Maybe she's too focused? I don't know. Oh.
Oh. Oh, man.
Dang.
So we're back.
We're back.
Oh,
dang.
Emperor's gonna make her empress. Okay.
It was a boy.
Yay, he also made it. Okay.
Oh, his left arm doesn't work.
Oh, jeez.
He lost his memory.
Oh my gosh. No
Oh.
way.
No way. And Suire.
Let's go, dude.
Wow. Yeah, that's true. Oh.
あなたとシスイがいなくなって落ち込んでたんだから、一言くらいあってもいいのに。
Oh, little does she know, dude.
仕事はできるわけじゃないけど、放っておけないっていうか。
Sounds like Shaolin.
Yeah, that's accurate.
お妃様の実家の妹の美女にって紹介してもらえたの。
Dang, so she's gone from the rear palace.
頑張るつもり。
She got a job at least. That's great.
Yeah.
またみんなでアイス食べたいよ。
Oh. Dang, dude.
Oh. Dang.
One for she's sweet. Little does she know, dude.
シスイの死体は雪をいくらかき分けても見つからなかった。
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
春になって雪が溶けたらもう一度探すと言っていた。
Bro,
Okay.
she's alive. Oh boy.
新しい薬いまいちピンとこないな。
Oh my gosh.
Back at it again.
Oh, stop.
ジンシさん、
Bro.
お仕事は片付いたのですか？
What a psycho.
Oh my gosh, dude. She was gonna stab her finger.
Oh my gosh. Oh, he thinks he's here for that.
国はかなり潤いそうだ。木材か。
She's just grinding away.
くれると嬉しいけど。
おい、俺をいないように扱うな。
Yep.
つい癖で。
Old
Old
habits?
habits?
Oh my
ああいい
That's
gosh.
amazing.
約束を果たしてもらおうか。
Oh!
約束？ローランにあげました。
Whew.
返してとは言ったのですが。
Oh boy.
そういうことか。
He'll get that at least.
もう一つの方の約
Oh,
束を
in
果たしてもらおうか。
he is.
No way. Did they actually do it?
でしたっけ？
そういうことだ。
Oh.
はい。それではどうぞ。
Huh?
どうぞ。
うん、別の。
Bro, you don't remember? You
ない
know.
のかよ。
Oh, I think he remembers.
Oh.
Oh! Whoa!
He kisses her
いい
neck?
ですか？
これで意味がわかるか。
人の唾液には毒がある場合があります。
Stop. Stop it, Maomao. Oh my gosh,
多
dude.
少の毒は効かないだろう。
Don't bite her.
He wipes
Oh,
her.
jeez. Oh my goodness.
そうしたい気分にもなる。
Wow.
まず
Woo.
は砦の続きからだ。
Oh, she remembers now.
やっぱり綺麗だな。
That's what she's thinking about right now.
お前は毒を溜めているのか。
Bro.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh my.
You know what? You know what? Actually, frick this show. 0 out of 10. I absolutely hate this show so much. It's literally the freaking worst trash, fire, dumpster, garbage you could possibly
this is
imagine.
amazing.
I'm half tempted to turn it off right now. This episode is freaking over. This video is over. The reaction is finished. I just... Listen, you could pull this so many times. This is inappropriate, okay? This is not okay. That
Graham's getting robbed.
at least wait like freaking 30 seconds. My gosh.
Graham is getting robbed.
Listen, I understand there's freaking teasing, but this is excessive. That is ridiculous. They better turn this fucking around. You better turn this fucking thing around right now. Get this kid out of here. Cho, get the frick out.
Can't believe the old grandma let the kid come here. She's gotta be furious, dude.
Yeah,
I bet.
like what the frick? Oh my gosh. I'm so fucking mad right now. Oh my gosh. She just leaves. Oh my gosh.
なんだよ。はいダチンの黒糖。
He's not the only one. She's right there.
寝床一つ用意して、こうはよく眠れるやつね。
Yeah, what?
Oh my gosh.
They
You
let
better
the
be-
kid in.
You better be going to that bed with him.
ゆっくりお休みください。
Oh my gosh, freaking Bran.
Oh my
し
god.
びれるな。
Oh my word, dude.
No way, she just keeps going.
Bro, he literally
He actually fell
sleeps.
asleep. Okay.
Absolutely ridiculous nonsense. Do I even want to watch this? Do I even want to
Yes, we're
validate
watching it.
your
We're watching
stupid
it.
freaking cliffhanger that you're gonna give after you pull this freaking crap Apothecary
It better
Diaries?
not be a cliffhanger. It better not be a cliffhanger. Otherwise, I also will regret watching it. But I don't think so. We're gonna watch it. I don't think it's gonna be a bad cliffhanger. It's gonna show us Shisui, Lola, and whatever living a good life. I think that's what we're gonna get.
はいじゃあこちら商品お渡し前取り
おじさん
あよ
Yup.
There she is, dude.
なんだこりゃこの辺でお目にかかれる代物じゃねえぞ
Don't just trade it for that one thing.
どう
Oh, it's got the bullet hole right there.
どこで
Yeah.
あいや交渉成立だ
じゃあもらってくね
Bro.
Oh, she would. A jade semi. Oh my gosh.
私の名前たまもって言うんだよ
Tamamo.
海の向こうとか面白そうだよね
No way.
Wow.
じゃあありがとうねバイバーイ
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
She go to England or something?
She's
Like, how-
going.
Is this just like an anime thing? And
This is.
they said like bye bye.
Is it a fourth wall
'cause
break? Bye bye
anime?
to us.
Yeah, is it a fourth wall break or is this like a England? She's gonna go to England kind of deal.
England. Why would you say England? Why not Japan or something?
Because it's bye bye. She spoke in English, no?
Oh no, that's a very typical Japanese phrase. Bye bye.
Oh, I
yeah.
see. Okay.
Yeah, I see. What
So
you're
she
saying.
didn't actually say bye bye.
I mean, she said bye bye in like the colloquial bye bye that Japanese people would say, you know,
Oh, okay.
colloquially.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought she legitimately said like bye bye in English
Yeah,
in
I
the
mean,
show, right?
right.
I
No,
was
yeah. No, I don't think
maybe
so.
maybe I'm thinking it or like thinking about it too much or something.
I see,
Okay.
I see. Yes, I see what you're saying. No, I think it's just she just said it like that, I guess. So yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think you can read too much into it. It's possible, but I doubt it.
Yeah. Do you think we'll see her again, or this is like her goodbye? She lived happily ever after.
I think
Kinda thing.
we won't see her again unless it would be interesting to the plot to like have Jinshi and Maomao cross the ocean and then meet her again, just kind of thing, you know, for whatever
Yeah.
reason. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, seems like it won't be till season 7 or whatever till they finally get a kiss.
It won't be until season 7.
Yeah,
No, it will
oh,
definitely
bro.
be season 19 at this point.
Sure. Okay. Sure. That I can see that happening already. If it didn't happen now, I don't know.
Bro.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
It's absolutely unacceptable. At this point, taking it this far is freaking rude. Okay? It's just freaking disrespectful. I feel disrespected. I don't approve.
How much do you think it was reciprocal from Maomao if the kiss happened? Like it's 100% from Jinshi that he wants
Listen.
to kiss her.
The girl has a head thicker than a freaking brick wall, bro. She will not understand that Jinshi likes her until he plants that freaking kiss. She thinks that it's like he's teasing her. right? That's what she said, like, near the
You
beginning.
you really think so?
Yeah, because I think at the beginning, she was like, the first time it happened, she was like, oh no, he's teasing me too much, or he's just trying to mess with me. And I think that's been her interpretation almost every time. It's possible that she gets it, and she's just like, oh no, I don't want to do the segs with Jinshi, oh no. But like, she doesn't seem to be avoiding it that much. She just seems to be like thick-headed about it, right? She's like, if she really thought he was gonna frickin', you know, take her to the bedroom that intensely, I doubt she would hang around.
Well, see, I don't think
so
they're gonna do
casually.
bedroom. I think it's just a kiss for now.
Sure,
Like-
but I mean, what I'm saying is, I don't think she understands what his affection is for her, right? She doesn't get it's on a romantic level. She just thinks like, oh, here comes the guy who's coming to frickin' frick around with me by pretending to kiss me, and he doesn't really mean it, and, you know, that's what I'm thinking.
I don't know. I feel
But
like
it doesn't
she
matter.
knows.
It doesn't matter
but she
because
doesn't
it'll
wanna
never happen,
acknowledge.
George. It doesn't matter.
Well, see, the reason I ask is because I feel like it won't happen until it's like 100% from both individuals. Like right now, I feel like she understands, and initially she was like put off by him, by like how beautiful he was. It was like an exposed nerve, and it was just like too much.
Sure.
I feel, and then she's like, you look manlier now, like with the scar, right? He looks manlier, maybe obviously a little bit more rugged. Maybe that's kind of man she likes, is those like rough, rugged types, maybe.
Sure.
She doesn't want a pretty boy. She wants a lumberjack kind of deal.
I don't know if that necessarily is true, though. I think I don't think it's a type thing. I think it's a expectations thing. I think she has such out there expectations of what Jinshi's interest could be on anyone based on the beautified persona of Jinshi that she can't even fathom right now that he would be doing anything other than teasing her. Right? That's what I think the problem is. I think she's just like, he literally couldn't be into me because, you know, he's too beautiful. Right? I think that's where the disconnect comes from with the beauty.
I think she, in some level, she knows he likes her. I think it's clouded on like
some level, like thousands of feet down in the freaking earth. It's
no,
with
like,
one little pebble of knowledge. Okay, sure.
I think she understands, but she's like in denial in a sense. But I don't think she's oblivious. I think there's a difference between being oblivious to the fact and being in denial about it.
Maomao,
I think
Maomao is layered on oblivious denial at this point.
I mean, you might be right, but if I had to guess, I'd say it's more denial than she is oblivious. Obviously, I could be wrong, but it's just like, I don't pit her as being like, I don't know. Maybe it's because we have the added benefit of being the audience, and so we can like get like a third perspective of it or whatever. But like, I would almost feel like you'd have to be, there's like socially inept, and then there's like socially whatever that would be. It's like that I would feel like you would have to be so socially bad. I don't even know what the term is, because I don't know. There's no term for something like that. I don't think that like all her other relationships would also be affected by it.
No,
but
no,
it's just
because no, I don't think so, because this is specifically having to do with romance and Maomao. Maomao understands some level of romance with other people, but we do know that Maomao does have some emotional and certainly romantical barriers up in her mind, right? We know that she has. I
forgot about that. She was left alone as a child.
Right. She has struggled with this like interpersonal stuff her whole fucking life, right? From literally being an infant. So we know that there are barriers. It's just the show is like extra playing it up when it comes to Jinshi because it's her personal barriers with interpersonal relationships, and then added on that romance, and then added on that, you know, the time she spent literally in a whorehouse her whole freaking life. That doesn't help. And then that's juxtaposed to the other side of this, where her expectations of how beautiful Jinshi is and how much of a frickabout he is and how he absolutely couldn't be interested in her and he just likes teasing her. It is like a compounding effect that's very convenient for the author, just like at all the freaking convenient times they got interrupted for their freaking little smooch.
Yeah, I'd forgotten that she was, she had that whole, like, I've been abandoned as a kid, and so that messed me up a bit that they explained. You're right.
Right.
I don't know. I still find it hard to believe.
I also found it hard to believe that they pulled that freaking stunt again.
Oh, this will be the last time, dude. They're going to continue teasing this till the very end. Yes.
It's so dumb.
When the romance completes, the show's over.
At what point does it... No. See, I just don't believe that. There are many shows that can have successful relationships. Is it that hard to write characters that are actually actively in love and like have a relationship? Really? I don't think so. No, I don't think so at all. Like, they can have some secret little...
100%. I just feel like the way they're doing it is like, that's the plan.
Yeah.
That's like the end.
Okay, so like when do we exactly get off the roller coaster of freaking like... When do we stop getting the we almost give it to you.
Season 3 has been announced. You think let's fast forward, I don't know when it comes out. Let's say in a year, and then a year and a half later it's over. We're fast forwarded a year and a half. We're having our end of season 3 discussion. You think by then they've hooked up?
Bro,
or maybe not even hooked up, but they've like kissed?
I would have bet money on every one of those scenes that they had in this last episode that they were going to kiss for sure. I was like, this is it. This is the episode. Like, they've been teasing it all season. They're now like,
okay, that's what I'm asking you. Season 3 just ended.
Then they like
heavy
teased it every time. And I was like, you know what? When at the beginning, when they were in the pavilion with the not dead kids, and they teased it and then didn't go through with it, I was like, I wonder if they're teasing it here, not delivering, so they can deliver it right at the end. And then they freaking pulled this? So no, George, I don't think they'll ever do it. But then it comes at a point where you got to make a decision. Like, what the frick? When is it not okay for the author to string people along like that? And just like, it's not just like the kiss only, but it's like, how long are you going to string on this like pseudo romantic plot between these two characters to the point where it becomes like literally immersion breaking, where it's like, okay, this is getting ridiculous. Like, this couldn't happen. It's just not realistic, right? Like, on a show that's trying to at least be semi-realistic, how long is the author going to keep freaking stringing it along?
This goes back to what I kind of said in the beginning, which is like, and that's why I asked you, like, how much do you think Maomao wants or desired this? Right? Because I don't think the kiss is going to happen. I'm being a bit facetious when I say once they kiss, the show's over, right? Like, part of me believes that, part of me doesn't. But what I do think is there needs to be an innate desire on Maomao's end before the kiss actually happens. I think that's how they're doing it. Because right now, there doesn't seem to be any desire at all for Maomao. Like, she's like up close to his face. And maybe you're right. Maybe it is Oblivion. Because now that I think about it, he's like literally right here. And she's like looking at his scar and be like, oh, that's such a like clean scar. And the dude's like, I want to kiss you right now, Maomao. And she's just like, the scar. Look at that. That's so cool.
Yeah, is she? But is that like okay, this is like an awkward situation. And instead of like dealing with the situation in front of me, I'm just going to focus on the scar. Is it that?
Sure. Maybe it's that. Whether it is or isn't, whatever that is, that placeholder emotion
I don't think
is stronger
she'll
than any innate desire that was coming from Maomao.
I don't think she's going to get to that point of wanting the kiss until she gets kissed. It'll be that moment. I think she'll have that connection in her mind, and she'll be like,
And she'll realize it.
"Oh,
Okay.
Jinshi, we got to go up to one of the rooms. Let's go, Bree." And I think,
Bro, she's gonna go from not knowing whether she desires a kiss
100%.
straight to that. Okay, all right.
100%. They're going to go from the kiss, and then the kiss is going to happen. I mean, I guess it could go one of two ways. The kiss is going to happen, and it'll be the one thing we get in episode 20, and then it'll be like nothing ever happened for the next 20 episodes until they deal with it again. Or she'll have the kiss, and then it'll be that moment, all the walls will break down, and they'll go all the frickin' way, and then Jinshi will wake up a new man.
I suppose. I don't know.
Who knows, bro?
I don't
At this
know.
point, I'm not expecting freaking jack crap when it comes to
Yeah,
this.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I think at this point, I'm literally expecting it so that they become a couple, and like the last season is the last half of the last season deals with the romance, or maybe like the last like 5-6 episodes, and
yeah, well,
then the show's over. That's what I'm expecting at this point. Because, yeah,
it's ridiculous. It's
these
ridiculous.
are some dirty teases, dude.
Unacceptable. Unacceptable. It would have been one thing with the other teaser that they had, but then they had this one tease right at the end, and they really freaking played it up, and then they freaking pulled it again, and I was just like, all right, I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah.
All right, George, end of season review. What did you think of Apothecary Diaries Season 2?
Oh boy, we've been watching this one a long time.
Oh my gosh, so long. We started this in what, January? We've been watching this like 6 months, half a year.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. Live shows are one hell of a drug, bro, especially when they're 24 and we can only watch one at a time. Oh
Yeah,
my
what?
gosh. It's crazy. Do you want to think about it? Because I know exactly what I want to say.
Well, essentially, the best part of the season was like the very end. Was like
Oh,
the
for
last, like what would you say?
Quarter?
Yeah, like the last quarter. There was a few episodes before the last quarter when she got kidnapped, and then we had like a few, like there was a festival and stuff, like those were fine, and it kind of showed her life in the new town or whatever. Like her getting kidnapped was a pretty exciting bit, and then at the very end it was also very exciting. So like as a whole, using the same criteria that we would for the OPs and EDs, like an 8, I'd say.
Okay.
An 8 for season 2.
For the season 2 as a whole? Okay.
Yeah.
I think there were a lot of people that said, Graham, there's a lot of buildup. There's a lot of crumb dropping. It's all going to add up to things. It's all going to be worth it in the end. Listen, I like the characters in the show, and I thought the finale here in the last quarter-ish was quite good and interesting. I did enjoy it quite a bit. But do I believe that the meandering buildup with the crumb laying was worth it to get to this finale? Absolutely freaking not. 100%
Okay.
no. I watched this because it was enjoyable and it was on the channel and everyone else is enjoying it. I'm not saying the show is bad, so just cool the comments.
Sounds like that's exactly what you're saying, Graham.
Stop it, you. I'm saying that for me, I didn't like the episodic nature, and I don't think it like was enough. Like, let's say that I thought the ending of the season was great, which I think I did. I think I thought the ending was great. Inversely, though, if I could give the ending like an 8 at least, yeah, I would say like an 8's probably pretty fair. unfortunately, the episodic parts, which was the majority of the show, were like 4 for me. Like it was
4.
really low.
Wow.
Like, I was just like,
that bad.
yeah, it's just like I mean, I've expressed it all before, so I don't like want to rehash the whole fucking thing. But like, I really don't like episodic things, and I don't like things that like feel like they don't amount. And like, I understand, I see where a lot of the things like amounted up at the end and whatnot, and that's great and all. But it just wasn't enough to like, unless this like finale was like a 10 out of 10, and like things came together in like a mind blowing way. Then okay, sure. Then it would be like, all right, maybe it was worth it then. But like, this was like, oh, this was a solid, really good ending. I really enjoyed it. But the journey to get here felt so long and meandering at points. Like, there were a couple of good episodes here and there where I was like, oh, that was a great episode. But for the most part, I was just like, I mean, okay, like, fine. So like, I get it.
Yeah,
it's more of a me thing than it is like, the show's obviously popular and the show is very high quality, which I do love. One of the things that really helped to get me through the whole thing was the animation is good, and you know, the writing is generally quality, so I really like that. But yeah, for me personally, I am the type of guy, I think I said this before, but I hated things like Scooby-Doo because the episodic nature is just totally lost on me. I don't like, I have a very unpopular opinion where I think, I don't know if I said this last time, but this is going to be a real firestorm if I haven't. I think JoJo's Bizarre Adventure got fucking bad in season 3 onwards, which is the opposite opinion of like literally freaking everyone. I think the first 2 seasons of JoJo were the best, and 3 and on, and I don't know if it changes from then because I dropped it, but 3 and on when it went episodic, absolute garbage. So for me, I'm like anti-episodic. You would have to be gargantuanly incredible to overcome that hurdle for me. And so for me, I think overall, I would give the season like a 6 for an overall journey. If we had to disconnect
if they had
the
kissed
ending
at the end,
yes,
what would you give it?
A kiss at the end?
Yeah.
Wait, it would at least bump it up to a 7.
Wow, a single kiss would move it up a whole
100%,
okay.
Bro. We've been building up for this for 2 seasons. They couldn't give us freaking nothing. Oh my gosh.
Well, don't worry, dude. It's coming. Season 17. You'll be able to give that one a 7.
Gosh
they'll
dang
kiss
it.
at the end.
How many 6 seasons can I run through to get to that freaking one thing? One thing about me, as it should be obvious at this point, I really like romance animes a lot. I freaking just squeal to death at the whole freaking cute
oh my gosh.
girls having relationships and stuff, especially when it's freaking Yuri romance anime. I like literally freaking, it's just the greatest thing ever. It's so cute. I freaking love it. So I like this aspect of the show. I've seen Snow White with red hair. I freaking love the hell out of that show. That show was so good. The romance was done so nice. Ooh, it was so good. So listen, I love romance.
Don't know what that is, so okay.
It's really good. It's really good. We may watch it at some point, but romance stuff is great. It's not fun when you string it along like this, though. So between like the stringing along and never giving anything, the show doesn't put out whatsoever.
So would you say that this is primarily a romance anime or primarily a mystery anime? Or do you think it's like a mystery with romance elements or a romance with mystery elements? It's
an episodic mystery show with romance elements, but I don't like that. It's like, it would be like if it's like it has action elements, right? It's like it always kind of like teases a fight and teases something cool on an action level, and then always like pulls back and goes, haha, too bad, right? It'd be like, oh man, like I was actually like kind of excited to see some action here. And if there was a total absence of action, then you'd be like, oh, okay, like you wouldn't think about it. But the fact that they kept teasing action kind of like leaves a bad taste in your mouth of like, oh, well, I kept getting hyped for this action and they keep freaking pulling back on this, right? This kind of sucks. So again, that's kind of what I feel like they're doing on the romance, right? If there was like no romance, then sure, fine. Then it would be more palatable. But I think the fact that they tease it so hard and they never freaking deliver on this for like 2 seasons now is just like, bro, oh my gosh, like stop. So
Dang,
Again,
dude, the romance thing is really getting you.
it really bothers me. It's so annoying, dude. And a lot of anime does it too, and I hate all the anime that do it, along with my dislike for harem anime. It's all in that frickin' thing, the episodic nonsense. Here's the problem, right? People are gonna say, Graham, you're just complaining, and you should have more patience, or you shouldn't like take such weight. Listen, I have things that I don't like, and I have very little patience for the things that I don't like. So, and my standards are, I'm not gonna say like very high, because I don't want this to come as like pompous, but like, listen, I have my standards and they need to meet them. And if shows don't meet them, then I'm gonna be pretty harsh about it. So it's not a reflection on the Apothecary Diaries as a show. It's a reflection of what my specific standards and desires are for a show. And if this show doesn't meet it, then that's totally fine. I think it was a 6. George thought it was an 8. I thought the ending was an 8 for sure, but in the combination, I got to take the aggregate of the whole thing, and that's how I think. Doesn't mean that's bad. I get people may be upset, but that's totally fine. I'm just going to say it how it is, and if you disagree, that's totally cool. I think most people will disagree with that take. I think more people will agree with George's take, and that's totally fine. I don't have a problem with that.
Fine.
So
yeah, I thought some of the mysteries in the interim were pretty clever. I like some of the solutions for some of that stuff.
Sure.
Other things I was like, what is like happening? I was like confused in some of the parts. I'm still kind of confused as to like what's the ramifications of the Western emissaries? Like what happened to them?
Sure.
Where'd they go?
True.
They were a big part of the She clan stuff. So I'm like, am I supposed to assume I don't know.
I guess they were just a vehicle for an excuse of how they had and were building Faifas, right? That was it. It wasn't like any more than that.
Yeah, like did they just not figure out that like the Western clans were wanting to do this, right? Because like wanting to take out, this is like an act of war,
right?
Like if imagine like a country right now figures out that another country was like, fully funding. Given today's political climate, it's not so far-fetched, right? But funding
active assassination attempts.
Yes, yeah, active assassination attempts on like, members of the president of like, I guess this is royalty, so like the equivalent would be like the president, the cabinet,
the
right?
vice
Like
president,
members of Congress, something like that. Yeah. So like, I don't know, bro. That's like as close to an act of war as you can get to without like just literally, firing shots, right? So
Yep.
So yeah, that like what happened with them? Did they just like not figure out? Are they gone? Do I dislike the fact that they teased twice the same way the kiss? Yeah. Does it bother me as much as you? No. You seem to really hate that.
100%, bro.
Like romance stuff. Do I like romance? I don't think I enjoy romance when it is the sole focus. I think I like romance elements wrapped in a different genre.
Sure.
But when it is the one and only thing, and it's like a slice of life romance, I get bored real quick. I'm just like, why am I watching this?
I don't disagree. I don't think I disagree with that. I think, I guess it just depends. Like if it's solely only romance, I could see almost any series getting dull. But that's almost like saying like if it was only solely action. I mean, it would have to be hella good action to only carry the show on just action, right? And I don't think
I love a lot of just action stuff. I don't know about specifically anime, but like if it's a movie and it's just like, I know what I'm getting, like it's like an apocalypse movie or like an action movie or like whatever. And it's like, I am watching Pacific Rim to watch giant robots fight.
Right.
And that's all I want. If I get 180 minutes of giant robots fighting, I will be sitting there with my popcorn and my huge can of soda, or not can of soda, but like thing of soda, and freaking loving it because I know what I'm getting, right?
Right.
If I was for an hour and 80 minutes, like a romance thing, I don't know. I struggle with it. It's
sure.
It'd have to be like a really good romance. I just hate a lot of the tropes that
100%.
carries romance. unfortunately. A lot of
Right.
it is just like a character was stupid and there was a misunderstanding.
Right.
And that's like what leads to the lull in, you know, the second third of the movie. And then
Sure.
finally in the last third, they like freaking make up and all
Right.
that stuff. It's just like, why do you have to like, it feels so contrived to me and stuff like that. But anyways,
Yes,
don't wanna
I
get into the
understand what
whole
you're
thing
saying.
right now.
I think, yes, a lot of that can be cheap and not great. And not great romance shows will lean on that too heavily. I think it can be good to create tension if it's executed well. But yes, it's you know, and it can be used for comedic effect potentially. I know that there's a romance show called there is a romance show I've seen called Nozoki-kun. It's like weekly shoujo manga Nozoki-kun. It's also it's like a comedy, it's like a rom-com, very fun show. It does use that a little bit, it leans into that, not misunderstanding, but it leans into the like the girl can't confess to the guy type of thing. It's very cute, but it's played for laughs, right? So and it also like it didn't.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. So anyways, so I won't get into the whole thing, but you know,
Yeah.
there's shows that do it well and they don't tease it too heavily and they're not as long-winded either. Like that show is like 12 episodes. It's not like it's dragging it out like over the course of such a long period of time. And then I think there's shows like Snow White with Red Hair that do romance really, really well. But anyways, I don't want to. We're getting a little too tangential here.
Yeah, the whole reason I brought up the romance stuff is because it's not a thing that I need that much.
Sure.
So the fact that they continue to tease it, like, it's annoying, but it didn't affect me nowhere as much as it affected you.
Sure. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and so anyways, back to it, right? Like some of the episodes in the interim were really good. The whole stuff with like the old emperor and like the way he was with kids and all that stuff, and like some of the things they address, some of the themes they explored with that, I found to be very. It sounds weird because it's not like a thing I ever thought I would seek out. In fact, I'm like actively repulsed by it. But I felt like his sick desire with children was explored in a really good way. Like in a way that like
in an appropriate
made
way.
some. Yeah, like it wasn't just appropriate. Like, yes,
Classy?
it was appropriate. It's not even just that. It's just like they were almost able to explore it fully without it being like gross. So yes, it was classy, but it wasn't just. It's not that it was just that it was classy. It's like it was classy and they were able to explore it in a deep manner.
Right. Like it had more impact on the story than you would have expected.
Yes. Yeah. And so like, you know, the fact that they were able to do that, that's like a big plus for me. And so, yeah, like I think for me, Innate is like, it's a good representation of how much I enjoyed it.
Sure. Yeah, they always had the threat. I found it funny, and I was glad they did it this way. They always, I felt that the way the show portrayed the Emperor and his proclivities was they always threatened the viewer with it, but they never went further than the threat, right? They would show him put his hand on a girl's shoulder, and,
or like give one of them candy, dude.
Right.
That was like, oh,
they showed like that.
You freaking
threat,
the
like
blood boiling, dude. Like
yeah, like the show was just like, here it is, and you're just like, whoa, and then it was just like it was over.
Yeah.
It was always there as like a threat that the show had, like, oh, you better watch out. This horrible stuff is happening. It's like, whoa, holy frick, bro. And then it would just move on and be like, okay, whew, that was crazy, bro. That's intense. Right? So I did like that they handled it as well. Very classy. Yeah. So I agree 100%.
Yeah, like the candy scene, dude. It just showed how like aware the Emperor was of how like predatory he was being.
It's so
and
fresh.
Yet he still did it.
Yeah.
Like,
because he knew exactly how to manipulate the freaking kids.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, I'll get you, like, dude, it's just.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
That was like.
It's like
so
he
much
knew,
was said.
It was such an acknowledgement. Yes, because it was like an acknowledgement. Exactly. It was an acknowledgement that he knew exactly the context and what was going on and who he was dealing with. And it was just like,
Yeah.
Bro, what
Yeah.
the frick? Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah. I don't know.
No.
So yeah, like stuff like that goes a long way into like, again, it is something, it feels weird saying that was like a favorite part of the show for me because it is something that I am actively
Weird,
repulsed
George?
by. Yes, like it's like, please
Right.
don't misunderstand me, guys.
Yeah.
I don't want to see like freaking comments in the
Yeah.
people typing out comments. But no, like it's the subject matter is actively repulsive.
Right. Repulsive
but-
subject matter was handled very gracefully.
Yes, and deeply, and like the little bits where they show like the most explicit stuff was like very classy, and just like there was so much subtext, like it was just
Yeah.
rich with subtext the whole time. So yeah, that's
Yeah, if you
That was a great
almost
part.
if you watch like to the point where if you watched this with a kid would never have even put 2 and 2 together of what was really
depends
going
on the age of the kid, but yes, 100%.
Yes,
like
for sure. Yeah.
they wouldn't have been able to put 2 and 2 together, but like you're just like, bro.
Bro, like what the
Yeah.
fuck? Yeah.
Yeah.
The kid would have been like, "Oh, that guy seemed pretty nice." Like,
giving him
that's the
candy.
problem. It's
There's
funny.
that reminds me, and I don't want to get too sidetracked, but there's that video on YouTube where it's like a social experiment, and they bring a van of like this sketchy guy with like ice cream up to these 2 little kids. And like he's like, "Hey, do you guys want to come in? There's like ice cream, everything." And like the kids actually go in, and then they like finally come out, and like the little sister, she's like, I forget the kid's name. I want to say it's Derek, but it could totally be wrong. She's like, "Derek, we weren't supposed to do this. Stranger danger." And he's just there licking his popsicle. And he's just like, "Ice cream." She's like, "Why wouldn't we do this? It's ice cream."
Like,
It's
bro,
so
come
funny.
on, ice cream. Don't you understand? That's funny.
But yeah.
All right, very good. Well, let's do some comment highlighting, shall we, George?
Yes, let's do it.
Sure. I've got a comment from YouTube. It was by Ivy-JQ6DI. I'll just say Ivy. I really like this comment because basically you said that Jinshi's on the front lines, even though he was asked to stay in the back lines, because he's a man of the people and he would do what it takes to protect them. Listen, I think this comment is great, except for the fact that I would change one word. He's a man of the Maomao is how I would put it. And that's why he's on the front line, because he wants to be the first freaking one to go find that girl and save her, okay? Maybe it portrays it more in the source material that he's really a man of the people, but from what I experienced in the anime, he is a man of the Maomao, and he has one mission, and he went and did that one mission.
He wanted his girl.
That's right.
He wanted his girl. That's right.
why I felt like, you know, he was really doing, yes, probably he's a man of the people too, I'm sure, but the guy's, he's got his priorities. So I thought that was a funny comment, but yeah, that was good. That was very good.
Yeah, the comments I want to highlight, it's just, I don't know if there's like one specific comment, but just a couple that I saw that were talking about how much they enjoyed the intro. I just wanted to give a little bit of behind the scenes, I guess, from last episode. That was all improv. We just freaking rolled with it. And I think it turned out great as well. So I'm glad people liked it. At the time, like even after, I was like, was that kind of cringe? No, that was awesome.
That was awesome. Yeah, it was very funny. That we kept coming up with more and more things. Yeah, about the horoscopes and the planets aligning, the 8-ball and the stuff. Yeah, so it was very good. All improv, as George said. It was very fun to kind of just roll with it. And then, yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
Glad people enjoyed.
Well, this is it for the season. The OPs and EDs will come out. But
soon.
For the season proper, this is it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our reaction. We got more reactions coming. Seems like there's a never-ending list of shows, which is great. So far,
very good.
Aside from Nokatan, there hasn't been a show that I've like disliked.
Wow. You just gotta slander Nokatan
Maybe Tower of God season 2, actually.
Oh boy.
So there's been 2.
You know, when I said that the animation was so good and it helped carry me through this show, I thought of Tower of God season 2 and how bad the animation was, and the fact that we dropped it because the animation was so bad. I was like, that show did not have the animation to survive.
Yes. Yeah.
Yikes.
I hope there's like a remake or something, because I also did like season 1. But
never happens, bro.
this is
It never
Apothecary
happens.
Diaries. Yeah, we'll discuss other anime at other points. But yeah, we have more stuff coming down the line. So if you like this reaction, check out our other ones. Hit that subscribe button. ReZero season 3 and Jobless season 2 are popping off. So check out the Patreon or the channel membership to watch those 2 weeks ahead of time. But with that, we'll see you guys next time.
See you, everybody.
Take care.